Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Seminary. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. Why is it that white people are okay with them dehumanizing black people? They are okay saying horrible things about people that look like me. They are okay lying against them. Because so far you can see all the stereotype that has been pushed towards my people. And the reality is that they've been running with all this stereotype all these years. Have you ever seen a black person waiting for them on the road or waiting for them ambushing and all that? No, because you got nothing on black people. Now they are now making it look like black people are the ones that pushed whatever that happened. When you and I know that this is white on white crime. Who did this? A homegrown. Why are black people being put under round the wrap all this incident? And why are they threatening? Why are you people telling us that you are coming for us? That they should allow you people to go ahead? That they should, this is not, president shouldn't send a troop anymore to anywhere. That they should allow them, take over. See, all these guards that they've been sending to wrong places should actually be sent to red cities, red states, because you guys are doing the most. And then look for a way to blame it on my people. Let's get into this video.
This is what we're fucking dealing with. Don't go anywhere, please. I'm going to send this to everybody, and you know that's not me. On occasion, I do that. I've done that the last couple days, but this video needs to be seen. This is what we're fucking dealing with.
Well, Trump just announced that Charlie Kirk did pass. No, he didn't pass. He was fucking murdered. So here's my message to the President of the United States. I'm not going to say that I speak for everybody else or anybody else. But as a taxpaying citizen of this country who has spent years being attacked by the vile left, we want true justice. So give us the green light or handle it yourself with the military. Each and every one of them. All of them. We want public executions because you see it hasn't been freedom for all in this country over the last 5+ years. This country has been ran through by the left. But we have been forced into silence or threats of our lives being taken from us. Some have actually lost their lives due to that, the latest being Charlie Kirk. So I ask, give us the green light or do it yourself. But one way or another, we aren't living with the vile left anymore. And if anybody thinks that this is going to scare us into hiding or being quiet, it just did the opposite. I do hope you handle them swiftly, because one way or another, there's no going back. There is no peace. It's over.
Tell me that that was not a direct threat on anybody. Anybody that's a Democrat or left-leaning or votes for Democrats. Are you fucking kidding me right now? We agree on the fact that he was murdered. She needs a fucking visit from the FBI. Still think that I'm exaggerating about protecting yourself? That video is over 715,000 views. She has roughly 65,000 followers, whatever it is. And like I said, in that message, if you think outside the box a little bit, his little message, whether it was him or an AI video last night, that message was permission and immunity. But I assure you this. I know I put my face out there. If you come for me because you don't agree with me politically and you threaten me or try to do some bullshit like that, you will not like the outcome. I will protect myself and I will protect my family at all fucking cost. You think that the right is the only one that owns 2A? You're sadly fucking mistaken.
Just for clarity's sake, bigotry is not an opposing opinion. Hate speech is not political rhetoric. Calling for the direct harm, oppression, or destruction of an entire group of people is not partisan politics. There is no agree to disagree when you're talking about the literal life and well-being of entire populations of people. There is no agree to disagree when it comes down to the life and well-being of entire populations of people. So to see so many people hop online and try to defend the indefensible, where too many folks have felt really emboldened to have such vitriolic hate speech against entire populations of people. Hate speech that also has emboldened some terrible acts. We shall not forget Mother Emanuel Church. We shall not forget Tops Market. How many synagogues, how many mosques, how many places of worship, Pulse nightclub, and so on and so forth. Those words that you think can't hurt anybody become rhetoric. That rhetoric becomes stereotypes. Those stereotypes allow people to dehumanize other people. The dehumanization allows people to physically harm them. Words do hurt. Words can destroy. Words can be destructive. And it shouldn't be just people from marginalized identities who are saying this. Marginalized people shouldn't have to run to the front to say what is obvious, to say what history has given testament of, that words are violence. Words absolutely are violence. How many stories, how many lessons from history, how much current events do we have to look at for folks to be honest about the actual impact of words? And yet too many folks are trying to shrug it off as if it's a debate about which type of pizza is the best, what type of music is the best, what's the best season or the best astrological sign. It's not. But it's so much deeper than that. Folks can keep playing around if they want to and acting like it doesn't matter when it absolutely does. And history itself shows up as a testament of that. Okay, thanks, bye.
Happy Friday, guys. What do you say that this will turn out to be another one of those detrimental lies that will cause lives? You know, like that Rosewood lie, like that Emmett Till lie, you know, and every other lie that a white person told, and a white group of people fell for it and went out and killed and murdered and raped and plumaged and tortured, only to find out it was a lie. What do you say this is another one of those? Because the people who spreaded the lie, they know how they're going to react. They know they're going to react first and never ask any damn questions. So they put this out here because they need a huge distraction from what's going on. And they need a reason to turn people back toward MAGA. So what better way to turn people back toward MAGA than to sacrifice one of MAGA's beloved? And MAGA is falling for it hook, line, and sinker. How many threats have you heard out here on social media? How many threats of war now have you heard from this incident? How many HBU schools been threatened with have bomb threats to the point they got to shut the school? They got to put what they call it, shelter in place. How many of those threats have we heard in just a day? Needless to say, that they don't even know who killed the man. And whatever evidence they have of a person in question, it's one of them. Just like all the other violent assaults have been one of them. Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked brutally, violently by one of them. The Hortmans, Congresswoman Hortman and her husband, they were attacked by one of them. And I can go on and on, but the attack is always one of them. So why would it be different now? Why would it be different now? How long are y'all going to continue to let these people make a fool out of y'all? To have y'all making costly, deadly decisions that are going to affect your life, and it's not going to affect them. You the one going to be going to jail, or you the one going to lose your life. You're going to be the one with that on your head until you meet your maker. Not them. They'll have what they got on their head, but you're going to have what you're going to have on your head for what you did, running out here reacting to what somebody told you. You didn't see anything. You don't know who killed. You don't know who fired that shot. You don't know. Even though all this suspect stuff was going on around that man right before his death. 2 men behind him, one of y'all's. Both of them was one of y'all's. Of course, that's all he's going to have around him. So 2 men standing around him, signaling, making these signals, just signaling. I'm like, what was that? Both of them. Neither one of them shocked or startled by the fire, by the shot. Neither one. But y'all want to sit up and gullibly believe that came from somewhere other than an inside job. Because that's what you want to believe. Because you need that reason to go out here and start killing and raping and pillaging. Y'all, that's the only motivation. It's been way too long since y'all had that thing feel. It's been way too long since y'all had that itch scratched. Y'all just chomping at the bits to get out here and murder and maim and you chomping at the bits to do it. And you would never learn your lesson. Not everybody is gonna sit back and allow attacks upon them and their families and not defend themselves. So whatever fantasy you're living in or dreaming up on or salivating over, it's not gonna go like you fantasizing. And the only person that's gonna be affected and hurt and probably destroyed is gonna be you. While the people that are sending you out, that are sending y'all out there with all kind of falsehoods and manipulations, they're gonna be sitting back laughing at y'all. Same way they did with January 6th. And y'all still never learn. Y'all never learn. You keep repeating the same mistake. You keep getting played for the same fool. Y'all, they done pulled this stunt on y'all how many times? And it's not even really a stunt. Because y'all, deep down, y'all know. Deep down, y'all know. You just looking for a reason to have a reason to act out. Because you really want to act out anyway. But you don't have the kahunas to own up to, hey, I'm just a hating fascist racist and I love killing. You ain't got the balls to admit that. So you hide behind, oh, they done killed one of ours, a tooth life for a life, a tooth for a tooth, or whatever the hell. Nah. That ain't it. That ain't it. The real thing is you got that itch. You got that white person itch. That itch for violence. That itch to see somebody bleed. That itch to see somebody tortured. You got that itch. And you got to scratch it. And people are sitting up here lying to y'all to try to get y'all, push y'all out there in them streets. To push y'all out there into them deadly deeds. Go ahead. Let them push it. Don't say shit when ain't no safety net out there to catch you. Because just like they sacrificed Charlie, you think if Charlie didn't mean nothing, what you think you mean? That was a professional, very experienced, expertise type of an assassination from 200 yards away. 200 yards away. Yeah. 200 yards away on a man that was being called and asked to stop talking about a certain file. And he refused to stop talking about a certain file. And then all of a sudden, from 200 yards away, it's a bullseye on his neck. Yeah. Keep letting them play out. Some of y'all gonna get played into it early. Okay? Y'all have a good one. I gotta get out of here.
The reason you see all these white liberal content creators on this app talking about humanity and crying and stuff like that because of Charlie Kirk died isn't because of humanity. It ain't that. The reason they upset, yelling humanity and crying and breaking down and, growing on the grand moral high ground because he gone is the same reason. It's the very same reason that God won't kill the devil. It's the very same reason that God let the devil exist. And that's because without the devil, well, he would lose a lot of his following without the threat of hell and the devil. They're upset because their devil died. And that's the truth of it. I don't care what moral grandstanding and stuff like they doing like this online and all over the place. I see right between the lines, declaring that their idea of themselves being white savior gods, they'll lose a lot of their following once the devil dies. America is at war and has been at war for some time, okay? Been under coup, everything, and you're at war, and you're not witnessing political violence. What you're witnessing is soldiers shoot on a literal battlefield. And them shooters are shooting straight, not gay, because wasn't nothing liberal about that shot. It was straight. And there's only one side of the aisle that has experience and love their gun so much to be out in the range every fucking day, every fucking hour to get this shot right. Up and down, love it to hell. To hell. Okay, so that's why you see them on here. Oh my God, and how could you laugh and how could you be? Y'all been yelling these people are Nazis for years. How you look at somebody and say you're a white supremacist, you're a fascist, you're a Nazi, and then cry when they die? It's either you're being performative, you don't actually believe that these people are Nazis, you don't believe that they're white supremacists, you don't believe any of that shit. You're just saying it to be what, hyperbolic? You know what? It's not hyperbolic for the marginalized communities that they actually cause violence to. With their rhetoric, that actually informs policy. And that policy is indeed violence upon marginalized people. Cost them their lives. And that's why the right be talking shit on y'all liberals and the left. And it's because they know y'all not for real. They know y'all not being truthful. They know you're not true to this. You're not true to this. And they are. They believe the shit they say. They believe it wholeheartedly. They are fully invested in their hate. They looking at y'all don't believe what you say. Y'all don't believe these people are actually dangerous. You don't believe that they're Nazis. You don't believe none of that shit. You're just saying it. No fascists, no white supremacists, no Nazi, nothing. And that's why they'll have the upper hand, because they actually believe the shit that they say. And y'all don't. Y'all crying on the internet after yelling that somebody is a
from this video. Man, the whole thing is just, I think everybody should just disappear so that it will just be an empty, universe. Because at this point in time, some people are being crazy. Why are you people trying to terrorize other people or threatening other people over what your own did? Because last I checked, it was your own that you prayed that hopefully it wasn't your own, but it's your own that did it. It looks like they are ignoring the facts. That's why sometimes I don't like them. Why are you ignoring the facts? Why are they? I don't know, but wait. How are people not seeing this man's teaching? How are people ignoring all the hate and violence he has actually incited so far? Demonizing, dehumanizing people that look like me. Now, I found that to some people, it's okay to dehumanize other people, but it's not okay to denigrate them. Actually, there is no denigration now here. You know what they do to other people, right? They don't want it to be done to them, right? As long as it is their own, they are very much ready to defend the person till Christ come. But when you are not their own, they are ready to go off and on you and all that. Because tell me how a normal human being, tell me how a sensible person would defend what this man has done. Why are you threatening my people? I think FBI should just go in after these people, because it's just like words carry so much weight at this point. They should start going after them, because you cannot threaten people that didn't do anything to you. What did black people do to you? What did Democrats do to you? Of course, you have seen the person that did this. Does he look like me? Of course not. Does he look like Asian? No. Latin? No. It is you. If there is anybody to hold responsible, go and hold your community responsible for the things going on. Are you guys that dumb that you cannot acknowledge that? Accountability. Stop shying away from the truth. Why is it hard for you people to understand that what happened from you? It's something that happened within you. It's a white on white crime. Bye for now.